Fala aí galera, hoje continuando aqui Vampyr no PlayStation 4, então bora continuar aqui a campanha com o Dr. Reid. Chegamos no capítulo 4 e passamos aí da metade da história, enterramos o passado para trás. E agora eu tenho uma ideia na minha cabeça de tacar o caos na cidade, mas é tipo... vamos ver o que a gente pode fazer aqui. Eu tô com 2k de XP, talvez eu compre... eu vou aumentar minha vida mais um pouquinho. Eu tô me ferrando bastante com a vida, talvez o meu sangue também. Ou o meu sangue, ou talvez a regeneração da... Aqui é 1000... Tá, eu vou aumentar a mordida, vai. Dá uns 600 de dano aqui com a mordida. Agora 300 sobrando aqui de... Dá pra pôr de munição, não dá. Tá, vou ter que guardar. Essa habilidade suprema aqui, ela custa quanto, meu? Ok. Então a gente vai upando aí do jeito que dá. E agora vamos ver aí o que... Ah é, as pessoas foram curadas, ó. Milton Hooks foi morto. E Pipa Hawkins está desaparecida, porque agora o... o Milton morreu. Eu matei ele. Então... Ó... Então, esse aqui entrou no estado crítico. O hospital no grave. Whitechapel está num estado hostil. E aqui está no estado estável. Que o West End eu não acabei não indo. Mas provavelmente a gente vai para o West End neste vídeo. E chegamos no level 21. Então... A grande caçada. A gente tem que contar a Lady Ashbury em West End. Então é pra lá que eu vou, Zé. Espero que não seja muito difícil. Ela está saudável. Eu não vou matar ninguém. Eu posso, tipo, fazer a limpa nas docas, por exemplo. Porque as docas dane-se, tá ligado? Quem é esse cara aqui? Ah, eu tinha visto esse maluco antes. Deixa eu ver quem que ele é.
Please, sir. I need help bad.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton Blight. I've lost my mate. Can't find him anywhere.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid from the Pembroke Hospital. Please, calm down and give me more details.
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir. We were en route for the hospital, but we had a disagreement. And Oswald ran off towards the canal.
How long have you been searching for him?
I can't go there. Too many rats by the water. Fucking rats. Can't stand them since the war, sir. Can't stand them at all.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survived the trenches suffer from musophobia. I'll see what I can do for your friend. Where was your friend the last time you saw him?
He went down by the canal. He didn't want to go to the hospital. I think he went to the sewers on purpose. So I couldn't go after him.
This is a dangerous part of town.
We were looking for the Pembroke Hospital. We both need help. Treatment, I mean. To get some sleep. Just need to feel better, sir.
What can you tell me?
I'm Oswald's best friend.
Okay.
What can you tell me?
His name is Oswald Thatcher. We survived the war together.
Okay.
Oswald is nervous and quite fragile since we came back from the war.
I have all...
Thank you.
Bom, então... esse cara aqui tem um resfriado.
Have you...
Not yet.
All right.
Do you need
Afraid so.
Eu não tenho remédio pra
I will
gripe.
see you later.
Daí
I have all the information.
Thank you, Doctor.
Tá, a gente tem que dar o rolê pro outro lado ali. Acho que eu consigo teleportar daqui. Se eu não me engano. É, isso mesmo. Então... Vamos dar um rolê aqui. Encontrar a Lady ali. Na mansão dela, na real. Só espero que as coisas não sejam muito fortes, muito difíceis aqui. Eu tô indo pelo caminho errado, acho que eu vou fazer ao contrário, galera. Uou, o que tá rolando aqui? Ah, é o maluco. Fala aí, mano. O que você quer comigo?
You must prepare, child, for the earth is bleeding and the harvest is upon us.
Stay away, whoever you are.
This is no time for petty quarrels, my champion. Can you not hear? The famished queen has awoken.
I am not your champion.
But of course you are, son. As surely as you are the blood of my blood.
I had to kill Mary.
I have known your pain, child. Do not succumb to...
Silence! I dismiss you, now!
The land calls for a champion. All and everyone needs you.
Ih,
Silence!
silence. Então...
I'm tired of all these puppet shows.
We are the champions, my friends. Bom, então a galera level 22 aqui. Tá no nível aceitável. A Mary foi bem difícil de matar, porque eu perdi meus itens de cura. Matar ela na raça foi difícil. Mas... tem já um level 24 aqui. Deixa eu ver quanto é que tá tirando a mordida. Ah, tá tirando 175 agora. E aí, mano? Não dá carrinho não. Calma aí, ó, Kamehameha. Otário. Isso aqui também dropou alguma coisa? Dropou. Otário. Quinina. Cretina, queratina, tudo aí. Tudo Nina. É isso que eu queria pegar. Uma vareta de chumbo, ui. Que inferno pra chegar nessa casa, hein? Eu tô me perdendo muito no mapa. Eu tenho um problema com o mapa desse jogo, cara, na moral. Eu não me achei na cidade ainda. Tô super perdido. Ah, fala que dá pra chegar ali. Não. 1918 mais. Passou? Ah, passei pro outro lado. Vou ter que vir por aqui. Ó, aqui nós temos aquela investigação lá do esconde-esconde. Ah, mas depois eu dou uma olhada. Eu devo ter ativado a investigação, eu esqueci.
I cannot enter.
Agora eu vou ter que dar a volta porque não dá pra passar aqui. Que vagabundo. Merda. Agora eu vou ter que dar o rolê ao contrário. Merda. Pera aí. Eu vou ter que voltar por aqui. Calma aí, galera. Prometo que eu já vou encontrar o caminho. É que ali provavelmente a gente vai ir depois e abrir aquela porta. Acho que a gente tem que vir por aqui primeiro. Ei! Oh! Quem é você?
They want war. I'll show them war.
Whatever this poor woman did, nobody deserves this kind of punishment.
Não tá rolando. Tá, tem um exterminador. Deixa eu matar esse maluco aqui porque... Ô, louco, mano. Quem é você? Ô, louco. Tá carrinho não, velho. Você não quer conversar? Eu mordo também. Eu dou... Alright. Agora...
It's locked.
Travado. Nossa, mas foi bem bizarro, porque eu matei o cara aqui. Tá, a mansão da véia aqui. Vou pegar essas... coisas aqui só...
So this is where she lives. What a splendid house.
É isso aí, Gugu na minha casa, vamos lá. Nossa, eu não sei porque eu lembrei disso agora. Minha cabeça funciona de uma maneira misteriosa. Ok. Vampire. Parararam. Carregou. Essa é o Ashbury. Querida, cheguei.
Dr. Reid, welcome. How are you?
As good as one can be, considering the circumstances.
Yes. Death and affliction seem prevailing themes of late. Please, come in. We have much to discuss.
I hope I haven't disturbed you.
Not at all. Actually, I was counting on you visiting me tonight.
How strange, this painting. Beautiful, melancholic, yet with a haunting dignity.
Indeed. A long time ago, a friend asked me to paint this for him. But I kept it in the end.
I did not know you were a painter, my lady.
There are many things you do not know about me, young Ekon.
Please, call me Jonathan.
Please excuse my behavior, Jonathan. I tend to tease my friends when uneasy.
What is bothering you, my lady? Your letter was quite alarming.
We will talk about this in a few minutes. For now, I would like you to tell me about yourself. How have you been since we last met, my friend?
I came to the conclusion that my maker, whoever he might be, must be a powerful vampire. Certainly extremely old.
How have you reached this conclusion?
I felt this power, radiating like an aura every time he appeared.
Most ancestral vampires of England were killed by the Guard of Prewen half a century ago. I wonder who your maker could be.
You have no idea who he could be?
Some of the ancient ones fled England. Some may still be in hiding. All I know is you, my friend, are a pawn in some secret and obscure game of chess.
He is the only immortal I've seen appear in an ethereal form. His voice, his words seemed ancient. It was disturbing.
I am afraid you are right. The simple fact that your blood made Mary such a strong Ekon proves that you must be of ancient lineage.
My sister Mary, she was made a vampire in the same way I was. She was the one killing all those people everywhere I went.
Vengeance is a powerful force for those betrayed. Made vampire through careless error. Victims by surprise.
In the end, she implored me to put an end to her misery. But still, I felt I had taken her life twice.
I am so sorry for my accidental cruelty. Had I known your dear Mary was still alive, I would never have sent you to pray for her soul in that church.
There is no need to apologize, my lady. Your words have been most helpful in these difficult times.
Thank you, my friend. If only we could have guided your poor sister through her terrible nightmare.
I swear I did not intend that. If only I had known then how vampires are created.
That is the scientist speaking. In truth, most of us do not know how it really works. Personally, I make sure my prey will not return to haunt me.
What do you mean?
I am merciless, Jonathan. I only feed on the dying, and I make sure they are dead before leaving their remains.
I think I should ask the questions, your ladyship. After all, it was you who invited me to settle this most urgent of matters.
Fair enough, Jonathan. The situation is critical. We do not have the luxury for etiquette.
Please do not misunderstand me. I would be delighted to discuss mundane matters and idle trivialities.
If we survive the dark nights to come, we shall have all the time in the world to speak, you and I. For now, please follow me, Jonathan.
I must say, your house is exquisite.
One of the advantages of living forever is having the time to be selective with one's furnishings. I took the liberty of having tea served.
You can still drink tea.
Can't keep it down, but I do so enjoy the aroma. Let us toast to make-believe. And of course to your health, Jonathan.
And to yours, my lady.
Não sei, isso é muito inglês da parte deles, mas tudo bem.
Please, call me Elizabeth.
So, my lady, why truly did you invite me here?
I've been asked to deliver an official invitation to meet the Ascalon Club.
Should I trust them?
Of course not. Do not misunderstand me. They can be very useful, but I believe their long-term goals differ from yours.
Should I lie to them?
We all lie, Jonathan. It falls to you to choose your behavior. The most important rule is to show them due respect.
Why meet them then?
Because nothing truly important can be achieved in this city without their consent. They could be powerful allies in this current situation.
Who are they? Really?
They are the embodiment of vampire law in Britain. Some say they influence the destiny of the Empire. Some believe they merely protect it.
How many are they?
Only a small number of powerful and deceitful immortals. All of them entangled in a sticky web of shadow cabinets, influencing trade.
Will they fight the guard of Priwen?
I doubt it. Fergal was Lord Redgrave's executioner forever and a day. By defeating that beast, you deprived them of a powerful weapon.
Why use you to contact me?
Because they know we are close. The Ascalon Club has many spies. Their main occupation is gathering information and then deciding how to use it.
Have they threatened you in any way?
Not at all. Their message surprised me at first, but it is only logical, considering the critical situation in London.
Why not ask for your help, since you are obviously a powerful and influential immortal yourself?
You have to understand that I am invisible to the eyes of Ascalon, for I am a woman. That suits me well, as long as they leave me alone.
Okay.
They have done nothing but impede my investigations since I became known to them. Why would they want to see me now?
I guess they now see you as Ascalon material. They must have found out what happened to your sister. proof of the potent blood flowing through your veins.
I'm not sure I can accept their invitation. I have seen their handiwork. How Fergal the Beast imposed the club's law.
You have no choice, Jonathan. Even I would not openly defy Lord Redgrave, the chairman of the Ascalon Club.
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave? Who is he?
Lord Redgrave is the founder and chairman of the Ascalon Club. Most mortals know him as the Earl of Bristol. He is rich and extremely influential.
Have you met him?
Only on rare occasions, for he never goes outside the club. And women are not awarded membership, even immortals.
How old is he? How long has he been a vampire?
Lord Redgrave claims to be the progeny of William Marshall, the most valiant knight who ever lived. If that is true, he could be very old.
If you are convinced I must meet him, I will heed your advice.
Thank you, Jonathan. I understand your reluctance to brush shoulders with London's vampire elite. But we have no choice.
Is the situation that critical?
Yes. The Guard of Prewen has called for a second great hunt of our kind. And they will stop at nothing to eliminate us.
Will the Guard of Prewen and the Ascalon Club fight each other?
I doubt it. If Prewen really launched a great hunt, I think most of the Ekons I know would flee the country to escape the bloodbath.
I think I saw them kill an Ekon on the way to your house. They seem to have a list with names.
To launch another great hunt, they must have collected intelligence on vampire identities and whereabouts. They are a resourceful lot.
Should we fight back? I will not be hunted down like an animal again.
I admire your courage, Jonathan. But the best way to fight them is to put an end to the epidemic. This is the only way to clear the air.
You should flee then. Leave London, the country even. I have seen the Guard in action. They are merciless.
Your concern warms my heart, Jonathan. But fear not. If the situation gets too dangerous, I shall retreat to my secret Scottish manor. I could hide you in my luggage, if you wish.
Thank you for the offer. I shall keep it in mind, but I have much to do here. There is a question I must ask you. Could Lord Redgrave be my maker?
I doubt it. If Lord Redgrave had made you his progeny, he would not have seemed so surprised when you demonstrated the strength of your lineage.
Will I ever discover the identity of my maker?
Maybe not, Jonathan. We know for sure you were made by a powerful vampire, but most of those fled England long ago.
Please forgive my bluntness, but I have to ask. Was it you? Did you make me?
Oh, Jonathan. I know you shall always have a gnawing doubt about who made you an immortal. But I swear, I had no...
Okay.
You have no idea at all? You seem to know so many things about the secrets of the vampire underworld.
Even if I had my suspicions, I would not dare give you a name so soon. All I can say is this. I will make inquiries and keep you informed.
One day soon, I will have to find the answer to this mystery.
And I shall help you in your research, I promise. For now, you must go to the Ascalon Club and play their game.
Will I see you again at the Pembroke Hospital?
No, you will find me here if you need me. I shall conduct inquiries alone, and we can then share our discoveries.
When will we meet again?
As soon as you meet Lord Redgrave, I suppose.
I want to thank you for all your support and your help, my lady.
Could you do me a last great favor and call me Elizabeth?
I should be honored, my lady.
Then it is settled. Finally, some good news in these dark hours.
Thank you. I appreciate the advice. I had best prepare myself to meet this Lord Redgrave now.
How thrilling to meet the Earl of Bristol in the flesh, so to speak.
Something tells me you're not very keen on the man.
Don't get me wrong. The gentlemen of the Ascalon Club are honorable, but their attitude and opinions are somewhat antiquated.
I see.
As long as they deny access to female applicants, I will leave them to their antediluvian considerations as to the natural order of things. Jonathan, promise me you'll be careful.
Of course. But why the fear in your voice?
Look at me, Jonathan.
I am.
I mean, really look at me, young Ekon.
Mão no peitinho.
We may be deceptive by nature, but this heart of mine has always told the truth.
É, eu posso confiar nela.
Elizabeth.
Go, my friend. But come back to me soon.
Ok. Rolou um peitinho, mas não um beijinho. É isso aí. Vamos lá. Eu já tô pensando besteira. Ok. Safadinho. Ok. Vamos lá. Como eu sou besta. Ok, está na hora da gente ir até o Clube do Ascalon. Eu sabia que isso deveria acontecer agora, porque tava meio na cara. Depois da gente matar o tanque de guerra deles, eles ficaram, opa, esse cara aí tem alguma coisa de interessante. Vamos contactá-lo. Ok, parada técnica, mas voltamos.
So, time to visit the Ascalon Club.
Então, o armário de sombra. Vamos encontrar o líder. Ih, Rolando, o que é isso? É tipo o malucão grandão lá. Talvez eu deveria ajudar o... Bateu os dois, na real. Até que eu fui inteligente agora. Mas, mano, ele vai aparecer mais, esses monstros grandão. Puta merda. Tá, pra onde a gente tem que ir? A gente tem que subir aqui, virar à direita e virar coisa. Tem um novo diálogo disponível com a Lady Ashbury. Tem um novo diálogo disponível com o cara, um novo evento. A gente pode indo dar umas coisadas aqui, mas tudo bem.
Stupid newborn!
Essa lança de sangue, ela não é boa.
This is my territory!
Nossa, mano, esse cara é meio forte. Adoro quando ele mata o cara na mordida, o cara cai que nem bosta no chão. Vou trocar essa habilidade aqui. A gente tem o bot. Autofagia já pegou coagulação, talvez. E eu deixo em defesa. Temos a névoa sombria também. Esse aqui eu acho que eu nem usei ainda. Vou dar uma olhada. É porque eu comprei algumas habilidades e não usei todas ainda. Tá, estamos voltando para cá. Não, temos que ir para a esquerda e depois descer para outra esquerda. Tá. É que a casa da mulher é bem no esquema louco ali. Não era pra matar o rato. Eu também. Foi sem querer. Deixa eu ver como é que funciona isso aqui. A gente controla o cara por um... Legal. Meio que bloqueia o cara. Murdering bastard. Cadê você, meu filho? Errou! Errou de novo. Errou mais uma vez. Oh, merda. É da hora isso aí. Isso dá... Opa. Tá, eu dei uma zoada agora, mas tipo... Tá, eu já vi vantagem nessa habilidade aí. É legal você travar ele às vezes. Tá, nós temos que até a queda do Ascalon. É nesse rolê aqui? É. Na real a gente tá voltando pra casa da Lady Ashbury, but... Acho que eu dei um rolê aqui à toa. Não, não é pra lá. Vamos deixar eles se matarem. Tá porra! O cara tava nervosão ali, hein? Ok. Agora eu quero ver se a gente consegue passar aqui, né? Quarentena, doença contagiosa, ninguém pode entrar nessa quarentena. E agora, como é que eu vou entrar aqui?
I cannot enter.
E agora, Zé? O que eu vou fazer? Ah, eu posso tentar vir por aqui e entrar por aqui, mas eu não sei se vai dar certo. Não dá pra pular por cima? Eu tô cagado aqui, viu? Oh, droga. É engraçado que os vampiros estão me atacando também. Tá, eu matei aqui. Mas esse cara aí, ó, componente bom de gatilho, já um componente melhor. Tá, eu vou dar o rolê pra cá. Beware. Cuidado. Keep out. Nossa, tá rolando uma guerra civil aqui já no meio das ruas, hein? Caraca. Peraí, eles estavam matando um maluco ali.
That was the vampire I saw earlier. This war takes no prisoners.
Deixa eu matar. 27. Nossa, que é isso, mano? Vou matar esse cara aqui, mas... Bastão de chumbo, ui. Temos aqui... não ia ter muita coisa, mas... Eu precisava aumentar minha arma também. Essa arma que eu tô, ela é boa, mas... preciso... deixar ela mais forte. Ela não tá tirando tanto quanto eu gostaria. Tá, o rolê aqui é o seguinte, galera. Eu acho que dá pra ir por aqui, ó.
The West End. Never have I felt so sad to be back home.
Nossa, morava aqui, né, ô burguês safado. Uou, level 29. Caraca, mano, a galera tá muito forte aqui. Nossa, pior que eu tô morrendo. Oh, caraca. Caraca, mano. O pessoal é forte aqui. Caraca. Ó, droga. Eita porra! Nossa, mano. Eu já cheguei com a galera querendo arrancar minha cabeça fora. Ó, tem um esconderijo aqui. Em algum lugar. É ali dentro? Tá, legal. Aqui fala que tem um esconderijo bem aqui, só que eu não posso entrar nele, é isso? Não é aqui. Deve ser do outro lado.
I have this thirst for blood.
Que bosta, hein? Ah, tá ali, ó. Sabia que ia ser alguma coisa assim. A mansão dos Reis. Essa aqui é a casa dele. Janta, meu querido. Quero ler. A mãe dele tá aí, será?
Mother, good evening.
Jonathan! Is it you? Where have you been, my prodigal son?
I'm right here, Mother. I'm finally home.
Yes, for this son of mine was dead and is alive again. He was lost and now found. But where is your sister? Where is Mary?
Mary? She is gone, Mother.
I know she's gone. The question is, when will she return as you have? I miss my grandson so much. It's been days since their last visit.
Why do you say Mary is visiting you, Mother? You know that's impossible.
Why should it be? Are you not standing in front of me right now? Why should it be any different with your sister?
But Mary really is dead, Mother.
Yes. And are you not dead too? Isn't your father dead? And my grandson and my son-in-law, you're all gone. But you all still visit me from time to time.
But I'm not dead, Mother. I'm really here, talking to you, trying not to cry.
Oh, it breaks my heart to have to tell you this. But of course you're dead, my darling boy. Just look at you, as pale as my Mary.
Ela tá loucona.
Do you need...
I'm all...
Have you returned to Whitechapel Cemetery since Mary's funeral?
I never want to go back to that awful place. Wait. I think I went back once. And you were there too. And Mary? No, that can't be true.
It was just a bad dream, Mother.
A nightmare, yes. Mary was so angry. I walked back home alone. If that kind policeman had not called Avery from the station, I don't know what would have happened.
Mother, do you know what's been going on in this area?
Not really. I don't go out much due to the epidemic, and when I do, I tend to get lost.
What do you mean you get lost? I hope you don't go outside alone.
Of course not. When I go out, your father always comes with me, but he leaves me there sometimes, and I have trouble finding the way back.
Do you need anything, Mother? Can I help you?
I just want you to stay with me, Jonathan.
I'll stay as long as I can.
Just one thing. Stop staring at me like that. As much as I love you, it breaks my heart to look at those empty, dead eyes.
Are you working on a new painting?
Not recently. I have trouble...
I recently met a talented painter with an excellent technique. I wish you two could meet. I'm sure you'd like her.
I'd be glad to meet her. What is her name? Is she famous? Is she dead too?
She's not famous, and her name is of no importance. And yes, she's also dead.
The important thing is, I hope you two get along. If she ever fancies meeting your mother, I'd be glad to welcome her into my home.
Goodbye, Mother.
Goodbye.
Bom, então ela é, acho que... A gente pode matar a mãe dele. Ai, meu Deus, que horror. Eu pensei que não ia dar pra matar ela, mas...
It's locked.
Mas aparentemente dá. Então, quem é que vai ficar sendo o principal aqui do Pilar do Oeste? Bom, a mãe dele não é, ok. Mas, tipo, é bizarro isso, cara. Ah, ela tem um mordomo. Tá, vamos dar uma mexida aqui nas coisas. Eu não consigo fazer sangue. Isso tá me matando. Pneumonia, anemia. Ok. Não. Eu sempre esqueço de fazer os upgrades das armas, cara. Ó, eu já tenho a parada aqui. Pra deixar a massa boa. Só que eu não sei se o porrete... Ah, eu não tava usando... Ai, peraí, deixa eu... Eu tava usando a arma errada? Não, tava usando a arma certa. Então... eu não tenho componente bom de empunhadura. Eu tenho um, mas preciso de 3. Esse aqui... ele vai ser a mesma coisa. Eu posso até fazer o upgrade desse aqui, ó. E ficar mais forte que a minha massa. Acho que eu vou começar a usar essa aqui, então. E eu vou usar... Tá, beleza. Esse é o rolê. A espigada do Milton aqui. A gente pode melhorar ela também. Vamos diminuir o tempo de carga em 25%. Tá. Deixa eu ver essa aqui se ela tem alguma coisa. Não, já ativei. Vou ter que esperar. Ah, ela já tem. Nossa, mano. Posso melhorar essa aqui. Mas eu não sei se vale a pena usar essa pistola. Talvez Talvez seja melhor a gente coisar a pistola do Milton. Torna em fogo. Mas ficar contra vampiros. Aumento de 10%. Ó, a pistola do Milton tá boa. Isso aqui, agora já não dá pra upar. Tá. Então, aqui a gente já upou essa parte. Porque, qual que é o rolê? Eu deixo a shotgun aqui, do Milton. E agora eu vou passar a usar a massa. Só que ela gasta mais vigor, né? Mas, essa aqui, ela atua mais e bate mais. Porque, ó, essa aqui tem 194. E a outra tinha 145. Já vai dar um upgrade legal. Aí aqui a gente pode dormir, eu acho. A chave pequena, o que é isso? Aubrey Reid. Ah, a gente pode abrir o escritório do pai dele. Tá, aqui o rolê é o seguinte. Eu tenho 1000 e pouco. Posso melhorar a auto-vagem? Não, não dá. Talvez a Suprema. Nossa, Suprema 2K. Bote, véu sombrio, barreira de sangue. Posso melhorar a barreira de sangue, né? Firmão. Mas eu tô no 21 ainda. Não tem mais que isso. Bom, o rolê tá ficando triste. Tá crítico. Essa aqui tá desaparecida porque a gente matou o marido dela. Marido não, o amante dela. Tá, eu acho que a gente pode abrir agora o negócio do quarto dele. Eu tô achando que é o coisa aqui. Pô, não tinha nada aqui no quarto do cara. A primeira carta de Aubrey Reid. Ele deixou aqui uma super carta.
I remember Sunday walks in the park.
Whatever. A investigação que abriu é a seguinte. Encontre a segunda parte do testamento de seu pai. Então, eu descobri uma parte do testamento do meu pai, foi investigar, mas consegui foi dobrado 7 anos atrás. Então, o pai dele está desaparecido há muito tempo. E aqui eu tenho que encontrar o segundo testamento. Será que a gente consegue falar com ela de novo?
Hello again.
Jonathan!
Father seems to have left me some documents. Some sort of treasure hunt game. Do you know anything about them?
No, Johnny. But your father always loved to write these little games for you when you were a boy. Don't you remember?
Yeah.
I remember now. He used to post me these riddles, as though they were sent by a mysterious games master. I'd spend weeks trying to decipher them.
Your father was always so proud each time you found the answer. He was not just the serious doer banker everybody thought he was.
I was proud too. How could I forget that?
The important thing is that you remember it now. I'll tell your father the next time I see him. He'll be so happy.
Could Father have conceived some sort of final game for me before he left?
I really can't say, Johnny. Perhaps you should talk with Avery about that. He was your father's confidant, more than I.
Goodbye, Mother.
Goodbye, son.
Eu acho que tem um mordomo aqui, né? Aqui a gente pode levar as coisas da casa. Bom, eu posso assaltar minha própria casa, né? Não tem problema ali.
Good evening, Avery.
Mr. Jonathan?
can't believe my own eyes. Oh, it's a miracle. We all thought you were... Oh, sir, your poor sister. What a tragedy.
I know, Avery. I know about my sister's murder.
Miss Reid expected you to return to assist with the funeral, right up until the last minute. Where have you been, Mr. Jonathan? We needed you here.
I found an old letter written by my father and addressed to me. Do you know anything about it, Avery?
Your father wanted me to give you this letter for your 35th birthday, but you left for the war, and the letter remained in his office until tonight.
I realize now you knew my father better than I did. Do you know why he left, Avery? Did he ever speak to you about his departure?
No, sir. Mr. Reid was not exactly forthcoming. Perhaps this letter will give you the information you require.
How is my mother?
Not well, I'm afraid, sir. Miss Reid is very fragile since the police brought her back home.
The police? What happened?
Miss Reid was found walking in the streets. She kept saying she had spoken with her son and daughter. She's resting now.
Has she received appropriate medical care?
I'm taking care of Miss Reid myself. Hospitals are so overwhelmed by the epidemic that they can only accept patients infected by influenza.
Perhaps we could arrange a short trip. Somewhere sunny, like France. She has always been very fond of France. I think leaving London could do her good.
I'm afraid Miss Reid is too frail for the moment. Recently, she started going out at night without remembering it. I have to watch her carefully.
I'm sorry I could not be here for Mary's funeral.
Your mother was strong, sir, but your support would have been appreciated. Apart from the priest and I, no one else attended your sister's funeral.
To be present at the funeral with you both was my dearest wish, Avery. But I am sorry, I simply could not attend.
I would not dare to question your absence, Mr. Jonathan. All I can say is that we missed you a great deal during these difficult days.
What is the situation in this part of town?
For a time, the West End seemed spared by the epidemic. But the situation is getting much worse.
Have you no relatives anywhere? I'll understand if you want to take a few days to see family.
Your father managed to guarantee my earnings as long as I take care of this house, sir. My sisters are dead, and I've never met my nephews. I'll stay, sir.
Okay.
Tell me the truth, Avery. Do you feel forced to stay here? Would you leave this house without the arrangement made by my father?
No, sir. I have nowhere else to go. And I promised your father I'd take care of his family as long as I live.
This house is dead, Avery. There is a curse on this family. You really should consider leaving.
If only you could have been here sooner or more often. Maybe this house would not be that empty. But you're here now, sir. So my task is not over.
You have served this family extremely well, Avery. Your support during these terrible times is much appreciated.
Then I will stay. All I ask is that you take care of my own funeral if I die before the end of the epidemic. No mass grave, please, sir.
Okay.
Do you really think I don't take enough care of my mother, Avery?
Yes, I do, Mr. Jonathan.
You clearly have something more to say. Speak your mind, Avery.
I know you work hard to help the sick, but what will you do once the epidemic is over?
I really don't know. I have always enjoyed seeing new horizons. Once the epidemic is over, it would be nice to leave London for a while.
I understand, Mr. Jonathan. But you have to realize that your mother needs you. Your next departure could break her heart.
Ok.
Goodbye, Avery.
Of course.
Bom, dá pra gente matar ele também, mano. Olha, ele é 4k, velho, de XP. Mas ele tem que cuidar da véia, então... Eu vou manter ele vivo por enquanto. Quem que é esse vagabundo aqui?
The Ascalon Club. Good evening, sir. Please forgive me for disturbing you. I'm a doctor.
I never judge a man by his title, but by his attitude. And you are not disturbing me at all. I am Calhoun Russell, and I welcome you.
Well, I must admit it's good to receive a warm welcome for once. I'm Jonathan Reid.
Welcome, Dr. Reid. Welcome to my humble shop.
I may have a look at you.
Ó, aqui ele tem os itens. Eu só não lembro qual que era o do... deixa eu ver se dá pra ver aqui. Eu preciso um componente bom de empunhadura, então dá pra comprar 2 dele e lá melhorar a minha massa de novo.
Good evening, Dr.
I may have a look at your goods.
Então... comprar 2. E eu posso tentar vender, tipo... Eu vendi a machadinha que tava equipada, não vendi? Eu sou uma anta, eu vendi a arma errada. Tudo bem, vamos pôr... Aqui, ó, o serrote louco. Só que eu vou ter que voltar lá rapidinho na casa dele. 2 segundos, só vou no quarto dele pra arrumar aqui. Só quero upar de novo a arma. Porque eu tô cansado de apanhar, cara. Agora eu preciso de bastão de chumbo. Oh, merda. Deixa eu ver se eu ganho um bastão de chumbo fazendo isso aqui. Não ganhei. Porcaria. Preciso de 3 bastões de chumbo. Talvez o velho tenha na loja dele. Ou talvez não. Vou dar uma checada. É bom não matar todos os NPCs que tem loja, porque... Tipo, por exemplo, o Milton eu matei, peguei a arma dele é boa, mas...
Good evening,
I may have a look at...
ele tem exatamente 3. Então, vou comprar aqui. Deixa eu já conversar com essa velha aqui.
Good evening, miss.
Oh my god, no. Please, Mr. Vampire, don't kill...
Wait, no. Why do you think I would...
Huh?
Don't worry, Dr. Reid. I know you wouldn't harm me. Mother told me you were in this part of town and might drop by.
Your mother?
My name is Charlotte, sir. Charlotte Ashbury. My mother taught me long ago how to recognize the signs that betray...
Wait, peraí, a filha dela?
I understand she also taught you how to tease and gently mock innocent young Econs. It's a pleasure to meet
ok.
you, Miss
Ela é uma
Charlotte.
outra... É uma outra... vampira.
What exactly has your mother told you about me?
Your name and profession, obviously, and the mystery about your maker. I'm sorry to hear about what happened to your sister, sir. Mother says it was not your fault.
Does it not scare you to know what I am? What your mother is?
Why should it? My mother is the most compassionate woman. Must I be wary of her, Dr. Reid? Or you?
Perhaps it's wise for a mortal never to totally trust a vampire.
Não, ela é mortal.
Your mother herself told me that we Econ are creatures of
Não,
deception.
ela
Maybe it's because we seem so
Ela é um Econ, ok.
alive.
That may be true for a naive girl, but I have the best teacher when it comes to getting rid of an insistent immortal.
Your mother is not like any other vampire I've met.
I believe she thinks the same about you, Dr. Reid.
Tell me about your adoption.
What do you want to know?
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
First, I was an orphan in the institution for girls she manages in the West End. When I was 10, she adopted me, and I have lived with her ever since.
Ok.
Did you know she was a vampire when she picked you?
The correct word is Econ, Doctor. And no, I had no idea why my mother only showed up at night. She told me everything when I turned 16, though I suspected the truth for a long time before that.
Who are your real parents?
Elizabeth Ashbury is my real mother. She raised me and has taken care of me all my life. I have no idea who my progenitors are or were.
Do you live with her?
I still spend a lot of time in my mother's mansion, but I have my own house now. I have a life to live, you see. And one day, I'll have my death to face.
Ok.
What do you think about this part of town?
I was raised here, and I suppose it feels like home. You grew up in this part of town too, did you not?
Yes, I was born a few streets away.
A small world, is it not? Did you ever imagine that my mother was your neighbor all that time? That you could have met her in a dark alley at night?
You won't trick me twice, young lady. We both know Lady Ashbury never hunts or attacks prey at random.
Come on, Doctor. Don't tell me you never thought about that possibility. Her fangs on your neck. Oh, are you blushing, Dr. Reid?
Is there something that's bothering you?
Too much selfishness and individualism for my taste. Even when there was no epidemic.
Even if that's partly true, may I remind you that many charitable institutions are financed by the selfish and filthy rich.
I suppose you're right. But society must reform and renew itself, or we are all done for.
Ok.
What are you doing out here?
You mean, what do I do outside at night, since I am a woman? Let me ask you a question, sir. Would you ask the same question of a man?
Actually, yes. I ask the same question to everyone who dares to go outside at night, considering the risks.
Well, if you must know, I campaign for the right to vote for all women. Why should I wait to the age of 30 years when men can vote at 21?
Are you a suffragette, then? Oh, you really are Elizabeth's girl. Without a doubt.
All adult women have the right to vote in the US, in New Zealand, and in Australia. But women here can't vote unless they are property owners.
No need to convince me, Miss Charlotte. I have shared your opinion for a long time. Even before I met Emmeline Pankhurst.
Really? Oh. Now I see why my mother appreciates you so much. Too bad there aren't more men like you in the vicinity.
How are the locals reacting to your claims?
People here can't wait for a wall to be built to isolate the West End from the rest of town. That's how progressive they are. If this happens, Emily and I will blow it up.
Explosives are very dangerous, young lady. And who is this Emily?
She is my best friend, and a suffragette too. She was supposed to campaign with me tonight, but hasn't turned up.
Have you any reason to be worried about her?
Recently, Emily started to believe in... well, she got interested in vampires. I'm afraid she might be in trouble.
Let me guess. You spoke to her about us, didn't you? Despite your mother's warning. I think I should try to find your friend.
Oh, that would be top-notch. I can tell you where she might have gone. You have my thanks, Dr. Reid. And please, don't tell my mother.
Então...
Do you know why Lady Ashbury chose you to become her daughter?
No, I don't. Each time I ask her that question, she smiles and says it's precisely because I dare to ask such questions.
Do you ever regret that she chose you?
Of course not. Though I often wonder if she adopted others before me. If so, where are they buried? How was it for them to pass through life with a never-aging mother?
Ok.
Goodbye, Charlotte.
She's been...
Então conhecemos a filha adotada dela. Mas pra levar ela pro abate precisa ter uma influência boa. Cara, imagina se você abraçar ela, morder ela. A Lady Ashbury eu acho que surta. Ou nunca mais vai falar com você.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Tá, vou deixar esse cara por aqui. Eu vou lá pro time do Ascalon porque se eu ficar indo muito atrás aqui das pessoas, eu vou perder muito tempo com as entrevistas e tal. Esse é um jogo de investigação, galera, também. Não adianta você não conversar com as pessoas. Mas vamos aqui no Clube do Ascalon pra ver. Estou muito curioso pra ver o que vai acontecer aqui dentro do clubinho do bolinha dos vampiros. Mano, esse loading do jogo é bem demorado. E aí, galera, como vocês estão? Vocês estão bem? Vamos conversar sobre isso. Eu ando bem. Muito bem, aliás. Mas o que não anda bem é este loading, que demora muito. Vamos, loading. Eu não quero cortar o vídeo, eu sou vagabundo. Obrigado, loading, por carregar logo isso. Então chegamos.
Do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reid. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs.
Nossa, eu pensei que ia ser tudo organizado. Tá uma zoeira
There
só.
has been quite a battle here.
Só começaram a roubar o escalão. Oh, caraca, mano.
I'm
Olha.
sure the Ascalon Club has the money to replace the furniture.
Nossa, teve uma batalha cruel aqui. Tá, mas esse cara aí é saudável. Tá, vamos falar com uma adaga boa. Você adquire um novo tipo de arma de mão oposta, parte pra você ver se está diretamente.
It's locked, all right.
It's locked, alright. Ok. Vamos correr. Esse clubinho do bolinha aqui não parece ser muito nhenhenhé, não. Vamos roubar aqui os caras porque eles que se danem. Eles são os caras das granas aqui, velho. Os caras das granas, eles têm as granas. Os caras das granas têm as granas. Ok. Tá, eu andei pegando algumas coisas aqui. Vamos conhecer os vampirões. Querida, cheguei.
Good evening.
Good evening. Quem que é o Lord Redgrave?
My good friends, if I may have your attention.
É ele.
Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reid. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him.
Here, here, here.
Yeah.
Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reid. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reid.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
Começar a brincar com
She
os
has
caras.
proved to be helpful on many occasions.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is a mortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of the Skull Plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
Why have you asked me here?
Because the crisis is escalating. Our enemies, the Garda Priwen, have even launched an open hunt. The only way to calm things down is to put an end to the epidemic.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End. Is that it?
Straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reid, but first, I should like to get to know you better.
Talk? Is that the only reason you asked me here?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon, who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
How dare you speak so flippantly of my family?
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reid. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
Before I accept, I have so many questions.
Please ask.
What is the Ascalon Club's express purpose?
We follow the credo of William Marshall, the greatest knight who ever lived. As was he, we are sworn to protect the British Empire.
William Marshall founded the Ascalon Club.
Not exactly. William Marshall granted me immortality, and I founded the club a few years later. The good knight has been gone for so long.
What does Ascalon mean?
Ascalon was the lance wielded by St. George, glorious patron saint of England when he slew the dragon. And like that lance, we pierce the hearts of all our nation's enemies.
I killed Fergal, who claimed to be one of yours, sent to cleanse the East End of all skulls. Will his death be an issue?
Do not worry. My priorities have changed. Fergal was a zealous servant of mine, but like any servant, he had his limitations and is readily replaced if necessary.
What does it mean to be a member of the Ascalon Club?
It means that you swear to protect the interests of the Crown, that you become a loyal servant of the British Empire.
Do you have any official recognition from the government? A charter from His Majesty the King?
No. Of course, the Ascalon Club publicly supports the Empire, but the true nature of its members remains a secret.
Am I supposed to follow orders?
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am entitled to make demands of our members. And I do appreciate obedience.
Okay.
I agree to join the club.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the Assembly formally and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country. My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr. Reid, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall, speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance.
Ah, então ele tava tudo preparado já.
I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation.
Vamos lá, inglês. Eu acho isso uma péssima ideia.
Delightful. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reid. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
Então agora eu vou ter que conhecer todo mundo? Então vamos falar com ele.
That went well, did it not? It is always useful to bolster the troops' morale, especially before a difficult battle.
You have the makings of a general, my lord.
I was, though very long ago, well, not quite a general, but a proud defender of the crown.
So why did you really want to meet me?
Straight to the point again, young Ekon. All right, let's talk, you and I, Lance Bearer.
I'm listening, my lord.
According to my spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic, and your findings were quite alarming.
Do you know Edgar Swansea?
Not personally, but I've been told he has some sort of immortal fetish and is a good friend of yours.
Does it bother you that I consider him my good friend?
As long as you reveal nothing of the club's inner workings, why should I forbid you engaging in conversation with the good Dr. Swansea?
You were spying on me.
Not personally. I rarely leave this building. But once he found you, Fergal kept me informed. Until you put an end to his mission.
Okay.
Who was Fergal? I don't see him sipping tea with the others in the club.
Fergal Banshire was my squire of sorts. Even before becoming that magnificent beast, he was a brute. He served me well for decades.
No, I mean, what was he? He was clearly no ordinary vampire.
No, he was a Volcod. All muscles and instinct. Quite the rare breed. Ferociously territorial. Mortals often mistake them for werewolves.
You do know I killed him.
Yes.
Will you bear ill will towards me for his death?
Of course not. Your victory was quite impressive and courageous. You earned my respect.
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied Scals in London is directly linked to the epidemic. This is not the Spanish flu, but something else.
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reid, but for now, my main concern is the security of London's inhabitants, both mortal and immortal.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the Guard of Prewen has started a war against us British vampires. To appease the situation, we must eradicate the Scals.
I have met peaceful and wise Scals. To exterminate them means we are no better than vampire hunters.
Scals are hideous, shameful creatures that give all Ekon a bad name.
So, what do you want me to do?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority is to find and cleanse them.
And how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reid. You are now a member of the Ascalon Club and you have carte blanche. Interrogate the locals, follow all the leads you find, and get results.
Ok. Uou.
Have you heard the rumors of some horned vampire revealing himself?
Temos aqui os retratos de família.
How is your investigation?
I have a few.
All right.
May I ask you about the mortal who attended my initiation? Mr. Aloysius Dawson.
A member of the club does not normally ask questions.
But Mr. Dawson is mortal. Are you not afraid he might reveal who you are? Especially to your enemies.
Aloysius Dawson is a man of his word, as are all of us. This is the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reid. We do not grant access to the unworthy.
So he really...
Indeed. Only the most eminent members are allowed to attend such ceremonies. Even if I admit some of us fled during the first hours of the Great Hunt.
What can you tell me about the Great Hunt?
It's a major concern, and I'm convinced we'll only get a satisfactory conclusion by putting an end to the epidemic.
I have already met Geoffrey McCullum. I am certain he will persist until he has killed every last vampire.
The Guard's current successful recruitment campaign is driven by the ravenous behavior of the Skulls.
I see. So without the epidemic creating Skulls, the Guard could not convince anybody of our presence.
Exactly. Once we have put the epidemic behind us, we need only wait until the Guard grows old and weak. Time will once again become our ally.
What about the risk of a full-scale attack here? Geoffrey McCullum is a daring leader.
That is exactly why so many of our number have left the country until things improve. But not me. I founded this club. I'll die defending it.
Goodbye, Lord Redgrave.
Godspeed.
Bom, então aqui nós temos os outros lords. Se a gente quiser enfeitiçar eles vai ser meio difícil. Vamos falar com o velho aqui então.
Good evening, Dr. Reid. How does it feel to be this evening's centerpiece? Figuratively.
I feel perfectly fine. Do I have cause for concern?
Do not be alarmed. The Ascalon Club has a tried and tested policy for choosing its initiates.
May I ask who you are, sir?
Why would you be interested?
Well, as you seem to be the only man in the room with a beating heart, you draw quite a bit of attention yourself.
Ah, vampire senses never cease to fascinate me. They dwarf those of mere mortals. I am Aloysius Dawson, by the way.
Mr. Dawson, of Dawson and Dawson, the wealthiest man in England. It is a pleasure to meet such a prominent figure of London.
A withering London figurehead, to be precise.
Are you sick, Mr. Dawson? I am a doctor, you know.
My case is beyond the scope of traditional medicine. I have spent fortunes on the world's most competent doctors to arrive at that diagnostic conclusion.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. Should I suppose that you're here in search of some form of immortality?
Absolutely not. I'm here to implement my plan to save the city I was born in. To cast out the ghastly evil that has us all on our knees.
Money cannot solve every problem. This mysterious epidemic is going to require more than money can buy.
You're right. Money is nothing unless one has the will to wield it. I have a plan, sir. A radical one that will save all that is essential in London.
What is your plan, then?
Quarantine and barricades are futile. What we need is a wall. A formidable, unscalable wall to isolate the deserving from the infected masses.
By doing so, you would create two separate ghettos. What if the disease gets past the wall? The results would be disastrous.
Not if we eliminate all suspected cases of infection as soon as they appear. A necessary sacrifice.
Are you not mistaking sacrifice for summary execution?
Why do you care? Are you not a vampire? Removed from all mortal concerns? Decisiveness is what the city needs, and it needs it now.
Nossa, que cara pau no cu, velho. Bom, você não se preocupar. Então, o cara que deve ser o líder de West End, o pilar é ele, o Aloysius Dawson. Esse cara vai ser bem complicado, viu? Mas beleza. Então... a gente tem que perguntar aí para os... Bom, acho que eu tenho que perguntar pros lords ali, né? Não adianta eu sair agora e... Não dá pra conversar com eles? Ah, só pra conversar com os dois. Bom, os lords estão aqui, mas eles não são conversáveis. Nossa, aqui tá tudo ferradão. Deixa eu ver se esse cara quer falar comigo.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club.
Bom, vamos sair do rolê aqui e vamos sair perguntando na rua. Quem viu estas porcarias funcionando?
I think Lord Redgrave just suggested I was sired by an ancient vampire.
Women die too in this war.
Okay, Ashler.
Good evening, Miss.
And good evening.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual recently?
A few days ago, I spotted a strange house while campaigning for women's suffrage. Awful smell. No answer when I knocked.
Where is it?
It's the Mullaneys, a nice family who live in a big house near the park in the eastern part of this neighborhood.
Okay.
Goodbye, Charlotte.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Beleza.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Deixa eu perguntar aqui pro meu amiguinho da loja.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual?
Not really. Wait, now that you mention it, I don't see the McPhersons in my favorite restaurants. They love delicate meals too, you understand?
Thank you. It may be nothing, but I'll investigate anyway. Where do they live?
They have a house in the southern part of the district, somewhere north of the railway bridge. There is a courtyard, if I remember rightly.
Goodbye.
Bom, então nós temos aqui dois lugares para investigar. Temos o primeiro foco de investigação. Tá. Eu acho que já sei. Aparentemente... a gente pode dar um rolê pra cá. Só que daqui pra frente eu acho que vai ser complicado, porque... vai aparecer os caras mais ferrados. Só que eu tô com a arma nova, né? Então... pode ser que minha arma bata mais.
That building is under quarantine. Could this be what I'm looking for?
Tá, como é que eu vou entrar ali, mano? Talvez por aqui. Ah, aqui foi por onde eu entrei. Algoz incendiário da Prewin. Fiscal ofuscado. Ih, caraca. Esse é um lobisomem. Tá, nesse rolê aqui eu não tinha visto ainda. É, mas aqui não tem nada demais, porque tipo, aqui é só o saco sem fundo. O beco sem saída, o saco sem fundo. Aqui é só o saco sem fundo, galera. Mas tem esse aqui que eu não tinha visto. Tá. Temos um Skull furtivo, um Skull deformado. Uma galera... Oh, droga. Ok, oh, droga. Tá, aqui dentro tem alguma coisa? Ó, temos uma espingarda semiautomática excelente. Então a do Milton dá 352. Ah, não, a do Milton é bem melhor, ó, 534. Mas essa arma que eu peguei, ela é boa, não é ruim não. Eu tenho que usar ele mais um pouco. Purifica o segundo. Admita, admita, traidor. Ó, acabar com você, velho. É importante a gente tentar... Ah, mano. Esse veneno é perigoso. Get me! Caramba. Ah, vagabundo. Oh, droga. Ah, tem que morrer, mano. Um já era. Ah. Ai, droga. Sério, meio chatinho esses caras, hein, velho.
I've never seen such a radical mutation.
Droga.
Could it be a new stage in the disease's evolution?
Nossa, esses aí são bem chatões, hein. Zelins. Eu tentei. A primeira vez que eu fui enfrentar eles, eu tomei um pau. Mas agora dei uma acertada aqui na minha vida. Vem mais um K de XP. enquanto a gente vai pegando mais uns baratos aqui. Essa agora a gente precisa de informações. Aqui. Obrigado por esse perfume maravilhoso, cara. De pele. Doris Fletcher.
So the husband had an affair with Doris Fletcher.
Safadinho. Então, a mulher ficou descontrolada porque ela tava com o chifre da vaca. Ih, a velha tá nervosa. Caraca, mano. Eu morri. Morri pros caras de fora. Oh, meu Deus, mas eles estão level 28 já, né? Eu preciso upar meu cara, que ele tá... A galera tá fogo, viu? Cara... Você também. Ok. Eu acho que eu consigo continuar o rolê aqui pra cá. Mas tá difícil, viu? Eu não tô no level indicado pra essas porcarias. Ó, ratinho. Ratinho.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Nossa, que porcaria. Esse do veneno tá muito chato. Caraca. O que eu fiz? Nossa, eu travei o meu carinha aqui. Não acredito que eu travei o John aqui. Ah. Tá. Abrimos a porta da esperança. Porcelana chinesa. Realmente é um lugar bem perigoso. Talvez eu vou aqui na casa dele rapidão, só pra dormir. Porque eu preciso upar um pouquinho, cara. Eu tô muito mais que noob. Uma carta antiga? Reid. Que estranho. O que foi, véia? Sai daí, senão eu vou te abraçar, hein, véio.
Jonathan, my dear, bring me my glasses.
Ó. Eu precisaria de um... colocar aqui o sangão. Mas o coisa vai ficar por aqui mesmo. A massa boa. Ah, eu esqueci de upar. Sou bem burro. Agora a gente precisa de um componente bom. E vou pegar dano agora. 297. A shotgun maluca aqui dele. Eu não melhorei isso aqui ainda? Ah, não. O que eu fiz? Essa é a outra arma. Cacete. Ela era igualzinha a espingarda. Ah, bosta. Mas eu posso deixar do Milton nível 5. Aê, metal sólido. Acho que eu aumentei uma arma até o nível 5. Rebite. Faltou um rebitão. Temos que rebitar isto. Então, deixa eu só acertar aqui o negócio. Eu acho que eu vou trocar essa coagulação. Mas pior que tudo nível 1, né? Autofagia, coagulação, barreira de sangue, névoa sombria. Essa aqui é legal, mas essa aqui também é legal. Tem que ver o que eu vou comprar aqui, mano. Ó, porque aqui a gente podia até aumentar a autofagia dele. Para 200 de cura a mais. Mas aqui, tipo assim, se você segue um caminho, não dá pra voltar mais, tá? Mas eu também poderia comprar, tipo, a garra nível 3, né? 3k a garra nível 3. Atordoamento, ganho de sangue. Acho que eu vou pegar essa aqui porque... Ou ela aumenta... Bom, ela tem 275. Pode ir pra 280 com coisa ou pode atordoar. Talvez eu vou pegar essa porque atordoa. Acho legal. E a mordida aqui... Posso aumentar aqui. Foi pro level 23. Acabei não melhorando muita coisa, mas pelo menos a minha garra vai estar mais forte agora. E ela vai atordoar. Tá, vai cagar no mato esse aqui. Tá, a gente tem que ir reto aqui. E para o primeiro... já que o segundo foco a gente conseguiu libertar aqui, talvez não seja tão difícil.
Why are vampire hunters sniffing around here? I need to find out what they're after.
It's one of them! The
Tira 345 agora. Beleza, Creusa. Esgotou na mina. Acho que eu vou ter que continuar por aqui.
Over there! There's one of them!
caras que usam as armas, eles são os mais fraquinhos dos scouts, mas os malucos que usam os bastões e tal são mais complicadinhos. Ah, ratinho.
I have this thirst for blood.
Aqui. A véia morreu.
This woman's body has multiple lacerations. They're deep, too. Whoever did this was driven by rage.
Amostra de sangue farto grosso. Pode ser que eu consiga fazer o terceiro tipo de coisa de sangue. Farto grosso, ui. Vocês levam tudo por trás, esse que é o problema. Tá, vai cagar no mato.
He had his tongue removed and his eyes gouged out. He was a victim of brutal torture.
Nessa casa aqui as coisas estão rolando muito mal, hein?
This one's neck is broken. He was young. Probably the son.
Não?
You thought I was dead too, didn't you? No, I was just pretending. Doris told me I could have been a great actress.
You killed your family.
They mocked my talent.
Ok, vamos lá, minha filha. Já era. Então temos a carta de da escola de atuação de Fletcher.
So, this girl took lessons at the famous Doris Fletcher acting school.
Grande Guinan. Então a gente tem que localizar a escola de Doris Fletcher. Ela deve ser a pessoa que transformou esse povo aí em Skulls. Acho que eu tenho que sair por aqui mesmo. Mas galera, acho que eu vou ficando por aqui neste vídeo, porque já está grande. Eu preciso renderizar e colocar isso aqui ainda hoje no YouTube.
Doris Fletcher seems to be the missing link here. It can't just be a coincidence. I should go to her.
Nossa,
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Então estamos aí já na metade do capítulo 4. Espero que vocês tenham curtido. Um abração pra todo mundo e até a próxima. Falou, fui.